I went to bed that night as usual, and slept, according to my wont, quite soundly. I awoke in the gray of the morning twilight, and as I lay waiting for the dawn, the long lines of the desired poem began to twine themselves in my mind. Having thought out all the stanzas, I said to myself, I must get up and write these verses down, lest I fall asleep again and forget them. So, with a sudden effort, I sprang out of bed and found in the dimness an old stump of a pencil, which I remembered to have used the day before. I scrawled the verses almost without looking at the paper. Julia Ward Howe, on writing the lyrics for the Battle Hymn of the Republic.
Born in New York City in 1819, Julia Ward Howe was a lot of things. She was a poet, an author, an abolitionist, a suffragist, and a pacifist. And throughout her life, she dedicated her time, energy, and artistic prowess to these social causes.
Most famously, Julia Ward Howe was the lyricist for the American Civil War song, The Battle Hymn of the Republic, also known as Mine Eyes Have Seen the Glory. Now immediately recognized by most Americans as that catchy patriotic tune, Glory Hallelujah, the Battle Hymn of the Republic was first published in 1862 on the front page of the Atlantic Monthly. It was set to the tune of the famous marching song John Brown's Body, named after the abolitionist John Brown, who supported armed insurrection efforts to abolish the institution of slavery in the United States. The original tune was written in 1856 by William Steff.
Scholars have long discussed how remarkable it is that Battle Hymn of the Republic became the anthem of the Union Army marching south to fight the Confederacy, and even later, such a ubiquitous song in the United States that most Americans know the melody without even knowing the name. With a little historical context, we can see just how unlikely it was that this song, by this particular woman, would become mainstream at all.
In the Los Angeles Review of Books, writer Alexandra Socarides explains, quote, "The Civil War context is crucial to understanding Howe's poem, precisely because it highlights just how strange the poem and its afterlife is. This poem presents a vision of a large and angry God causing mass destruction and death in the South. It figures God literally stepping on the vineyards of the South, producing, we can only assume, a river of wine that is meant to conjure up the blood of slavery. In his rampage, God is in league with the Union soldiers. Through a vision of God's writing, the soldiers understand his message to be that if they crush their joint enemy, the Confederacy, they will receive God's grace. But the message is not just that they should go fight immediately. They must fight forever, for God will never call retreat from this particular cause and battle. In the end, the poem is a bold war cry and a demand in the name of religion for individual sacrifice."
Such a strange message coming from a transcendentalist woman, one who was very well known for her pacifist writings, such as her Mother's Day proclamation, which aimed to unite the women of the world in the interest of world peace, not war. But most of the time, especially with historical figures, people are complicated. They say one thing and do another. They believe one thing in one instance, but then take the opposite stance in the other. Humanity does not take place inside a vacuum, and few people are so one-dimensional. The same could also be said about our country as a whole, and particularly the complicated feelings that many people have that surround Independence Day. July 4th, 1776 was a time of liberty for some, but it was also a time of enslavement and forced occupation for others. The tapestry of American history is laden with contradictions, but that also means that American history is a tapestry of changing narratives. Voices who were once unheard should be heard now. Julia Ward Howe's grave on Spruce Ave is frequently adorned with I voted stickers, placed there by women who came to these consecrated grounds specifically to share with her the proof of a battle won and a voice heard. Hi, I'm Corinne from Mount Auburn Cemetery. Thanks for watching our video. We're looking to put out more virtual content in the time of COVID-19 so that you can continue to learn about the cemetery along with us from the safety of your home. Thanks for watching, and be well.